Welcome in, all you heroes, myths, and legends. It's me, your boy, Judge-Blitz, coming at you today for some more Magic the Gathering. That's right, boys and girls. We are going to be running a custom deck today. Let me fix my mic here so that you can actually hear me. That would help, wouldn't it? I was legit reloading the Twitch screen waiting for your stream. Dude, that's what we like to hear. Yeah, there was some issues with Stream Elements. Their servers were down, so I'm getting on a little later than I would have initially wanted to. My goal was to be on at 1:30, but they just got their servers back up around 3 o'clock. So I was just making sure everything looked, sounded, and is acting the way it should. But Pim, good to see you. I did go ahead between yesterday's stream and today's stream. I went ahead and built a new deck using some of the Final Fantasy cards, and it's going to be a good time. Let me open up the deck here for you guys so you can see what we're cooking with, and we'll go from there. We're going to run a couple matches in just standard play. It would help if I had my sources. Let's do display capture. And we want the 4K capture card, which should be running. Why it didn't want to pop up here, I couldn't tell you. Let's back out of the 4K capture card. Look, it wouldn't be a Blitz stream if it wasn't scuffed in some way. This does tend to happen sometimes with the 4K capture card. For whatever reason, it doesn't like to be captured on OBS sometimes. Don't ask me why. All right, we want you to capture. Yes, we will show. We will show it. I know that name from somewhere. Blitz. Blitz has been my gamer tag forever. For a while, it was Blitz Siege 21. Then I jumped over to Thunderlord Blitz for a good long while. Come on, 4K capture card. You were working just fine yesterday. What is the deal going on here today? It's running. It's capturing the game on my end. Hold on, guys. We'll get it running. We'll get it running. Of course, the day everything crashes is the day that everything just wants to dump. Yeah, it says that it's capturing. Am I really gonna have to make a whole new deal? Yeah, let's check my other scene just to make sure. Oh, it's still not wanting to capture it either. Yeah, if you have a hole in your tooth, you absolutely should probably get that checked out. I would anyways. Oh, you know this screen is old. when we've got the Fire Emblem Super Smash Bros. Logo, I don't typically use this screen, not for much at least. Yeah, typically we're on this guy so that you can see everything going on live. Oh, dude, yeah, dental work Anything medical is just stupid expensive. All right, if that's not gonna work, I'm just gonna create something new here, and we're gonna roll with it. Okay, and we want it to capture specific window. We want it to capture the capture card. I mean, I could back out of the 4K capture card. I don't know why it wouldn't want to do it in the first place, though. All right. 4K capture card. Where you be at? Where you be at? All right. Gosh dang it. Of course. Last time I went to a hospital for a weird looking bruise, they gave me some band-aids and I know all about hospital stays. Let me tell you what, I've got an $11,000 bill that I have not paid jack squat on. All right, let's try this one. I honestly don't know why it would not want to be capturing. Unless it's not capturing because of here. I mean, worst case scenario, I happen to know that this application can be run on my streaming PC with probably no issues. But still, we want to make sure that everything's looking good. Oh, this is gonna... Yeah. I'm not in the US and in a country that's supposed to be free healthcare. Oh, dude. That's always the worst when they're trying to give you that runaround, right? I mean, worst case scenario, I can do a display capture and I'll just throw it up. I just won't be able to see you guys, which is a bit of a problem. Not that. We just want our crap to work. Oh, wait. There it is. There it is. That looks exactly like what we're looking for here. Although it's a little large. Let me shrink it down here. It's a little large. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we're up and running. And don't worry, we're gonna putting this right there. You guys can see my beautiful face. Okay, we're scuffed no more. Free healthcare goes in and gets charged 5,000 for some band-aids, and I'm getting my eyes burned by them damn lights. Yeah, dude, they're just giving you an excuse to come back is what it is. All right, I'm not gonna mess with the stream anymore. This is what's happening. We're playing some Magic right now. Okay, that's what's happening. So what we have here, guys, we are running a Mobilize deck. So what does Mobilize do? Mobilize is whenever a creature with Mobilize, like say our Voice of Victory, whenever that guy attacks, we get to make 2 1/1 warrior creature tokens tapped and attacking along with it. Those creatures have to be sacrificed at the end of our turn, but that's fine because we're going to be running Judge Magister Gabranth, my favorite Final Fantasy character of all time. Yes, we are back in business, JP. Yes, we are. Barely back in business, but we are in business. So what are we running here with Judge Gabranth? Well, what we're going to be doing is whenever we mobilize, those tokens have to be sacrificed at the end of our turn. Judge Magister Gabranth's ability is whenever another creature or artifact you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Judge Magister Gabranth, and he has Menace. Menace just means that he has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. He cannot be blocked by 1 creature. So this, along with one of the other staples in our deck, Firion the Wild Rose Warrior. Equipped creatures you control have haste. Whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except this equipment costs 2 less to activate, and you sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next upkeep, which just plays back into Judge Magister Gabranth because it's an artifact. So I've got Crystal Fragments, I've got Coral Sword, I've got 1 copy of Masamune. This may be cut. We'll see. We'll see how it runs. But if we give it to Gabranth, this makes Gabranth's death triggers trigger twice. No weird flying dragon looking at. Whoa, you never know. We'll see what happens. But to make sure that our guys are staying nice and strong, we have attacking tokens you control have Death Touch from our Bone Cairn Butcher. We might get some double combat with Genji glove equipments. And then Elspeth, in case we want to make double tokens to just kick some ass. The land isn't the greatest. This is just what I had available. I didn't want to spend tokens, wild cards on land. I would rather do that on stuff that we have in the deck. We are running Mardu Devotee. He just gets to help us scry and look for cards that we actually want, on top of allowing us to fix our mana a little bit if we're a little tight. If I want, there are some cards that we could drop in this slot. We could do Zach Fair, who is a 1 white, similar to Mardu Devotee. And we could do, no water dragon this time. No water dragon. We could also do Cecil Dark Knight, who is a 1 black drop. He adds a bit of a unique dynamic to the fact that he has lifelink, but we'll see how it runs for now. I still would like to run 2 copies of Mardu Devotee, and you never want to run more than 2 or maybe 3 copies of a legendary creature, because you can't have multiple legendary creatures with the same name on the field at the same time. No water. Drink water. I don't have water, but I do have tea. I'll drink some tea. All right. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's jump into it. We're going to run it a couple times. In, let's go find a match. Standard play. All right, here we go. Test run away. All right, we're going first. And we get 3 of our 4 Mardu devotees. That's actually not a bad hand because we have white, we have black and red. All right, I'm going to keep it just for yucks. We don't have our Judge Magister, but we do get to scry. 2 lands. I'm going to put both of those at the bottom. I'm probably going to regret that because now I'm not going to draw land for the whole rest of the game. All right, Authority of the Councils. Creatures your opponent's control entered tap. That's never fun. We're going to do another Mardu Devotee. He's going to come in tap. That's fine. All we want is the Scry. We will take the Voice of Victory. And we won't do this again because scrying at that point would be useless. So we are going to attack. End our turn. Next turn, we're going to play Temple of Malice. We get to scry 1. There is a Midgar, City of Mako. I'm going to say no to that. And we're going to go Voice of Victory. So Voice of Victory, it's got a unique ability in the fact that our opponents can't cast spells during our turn as long as he's alive. So now he's got to figure out how to use his mana to get rid of that. Otherwise, on our turn, we're just going for, you know, we're just going for we're swinging to the fences. We're not trying anything else but swinging to the fences. Approved. Approved. So now we have Firion. We don't have any of our equipments right now. That's okay though. We can do Windcrag Siege. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. That is helpful because that means Voice of Victory is going to trigger twice. He's going to gain a bunch of life from these creatures entering. I'm not a huge fan of that. But here's those triggers going off, right? So we just need Judge Gabranth, and we'll be cooking. He's going to swing in, oh, he's not swinging in. Interesting choice. If that's the case, pay life equal to Raban's power. And whenever he attacks, we're going to go Mardu Devotee. Again, he comes in tapped. We don't need Raban. And we don't really need Avenger of the Fallen right now. I would rather look for something else, right? We can go ahead and throw out Raban. This is the nice thing about this deck. It's what's called an aggro deck. So what aggro decks look for is like really low cost cards that I'm running on 3 mana right now. We have not drawn any more lands since the ones that I scried through. And we are not having any issues getting cards out. If we can get this Genji glove out, it would be great because then we can attack with Raban, but oh boy, he's got flying and lifelink now. Oh, we got Aerith. Aerith is a new Final Fantasy card. She's going to get a +1/+1 counter whenever he gains life. So that's going to get really scary really fast. Luckily, we just got Get Lost. And we're going to kill it. Didn't have any counters, so we don't need to worry about that. I think I'm gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna full swing. He can kill my Voice of Victory. And he gets life. So we're going to go no attacks. Maybe we can get another scry. He's just going to peck at me with this flyer. It's going to piss me off so bad. Veteran Beast Rider. All right, there we go. That's what we're looking for. We need one more mana to make it work. But Bone Care Butcher gives all of our tokens Death Touch. So we can wipe out his whole field. So he can keep pecking away at us. I'm not too worried about it. If we can pull a land next turn, we're going to be in pretty good standing here. I'm going to go ahead and block his 3/3 and his 3/4. I don't care about losing that because we can draw into Avenger of the Fallen. He makes Mobilize tokens based off of how many creatures I have in my graveyard. I do like this Reluctant Role Model. That's a pretty good card. At the beginning of it, untap each creature you control. Hey, that's not too bad. Justin, if you're looking for a card that untaps each creature you control, here you go. And there's our swamp. We have enough to get our Bone Cairn Butcher. He doesn't need to worry too much about coming in untapped. We just need to attack with Voice of Victory and get our 4 Death Touch tokens. Yeah, this deck is not the one we probably should have gone up against first. Granted, it is random. Let's see what we need. I think we need to put one more copy of Judge Magister Gabranth in our deck so that we can find him faster. We'll just have to eat this. Yep, we lose. That's okay. This is this testing phase. I did not test this deck at all last night, so we're just getting in. I probably should not have scried away all that land. I probably could have got into a few other things, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to figure it out. We're just figuring it out as we go. All right, Viridia has their avatar there. All right, so we have a good hand. I like that hand a lot. Yeah, we can play everything in this hand with the 3 mana in it. So, sounds like a good setup to me. If we ever get to go. But looking at this hand, how we're gonna run this, we're gonna drop our planes, play Mardu Devotee, right? What we're looking for is probably some equipment. If we can get some equipment on the field, that would be really, really solid. That, or we're looking for our siege card to get double tokens again, right? Yeah, Crystal Fragments, 1 drop. Perfect. So we're going to play Mardu Devotee. We're going to scry. We have another Crystal Fragments. I think we're going to do this. We're just going to set up our hand so that the next 2 turns we know exactly what's coming. Cloud. So he's probably going to go look for the Buster Sword. That would be my guess. Oh no, Lava Spur boots. Okay. I'm fine with Lava Spur boots. We are going to play Midgar and Crystal Fragments. Does he have First Strike? He does not. I don't want to get hit with 2 though, so we're going to leave him. Next turn, we are able to play Judge Magister Gabranth. That's probably going to be our play there. And then we're going to equip Crystal Fragments, probably to Mardu Devotee. We could do it to Judge Gabranth. He just can't attack, so. Oh, Plaza of Heroes. There's a good land. We're going to go no blocks. And guys, it does look like my sound alerts are not working right now. That's probably in relation to stream elements as well. So if you're trying to put sound alerts through, they may not work for a little bit. I will work on getting those fixed for next time. Like I said, Steam Elements crashed completely. Their servers went down. So a bunch of stuff isn't working properly like it should. There's Raban. They're running a very similar deck to what we have. Yeah, that might be a good replacement to Crystal Fragments, looking at that. I just like the Crystal Fragments. If we last 7 turns, we can drop Alexander on the flip side. We are going to play Inspiring Vantage. And then I think we're going to go Judge Magister Gabranth. Get him out on the field. And then we're going to go ahead and equip 1 on Mardu Devotee. And we're going to go ahead and swing. So what he's going to do next turn, he's going to attack with Raban. And when he attacks, he gets to attach an equipment. He's going to attach Lava Spur Boots. More than likely, he's going to attach it to Cloud. I might have to eat that. That's okay. He's deciding if he wants to block right now. Yep, he's going to eat it. You're back. I was just saying that my sound alerts don't seem to be working right now. You got some fried chicken? Hell yeah. I can see that you guys are activating the sound alerts on my stream, but for whatever reason, they're not plugging through. It's probably something related to the stream elements crashing. Oh, I don't like that at all. All right. He's hitting hard. Let's go ahead and play you and Voice of Victory. Yeah, this Celestial Armor. I have the showcase art. It's so cool. But that one is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. The flying is no bueno. I don't really want to attack. I want to save my blockers. We are going to drop that War Leader's Call next turn. But yeah, some fried chicken sounds good. I had wings last night for dinner, Pim. I did. Some delicious wings from a local spot here in town. We like them because my wife is vegetarian. They forgot your sauce. Go kick their ass. Chainsaw. I don't think I've seen this card. Well, that sucks. Yeah, he's running a better equipment deck than me, that's for sure. He's going to attach that chainsaw. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and chalk this up as a loss. I don't see us winning. We're doing something wrong. Something is not working here. I'm wondering if we do some of those equipments that he was running. We'll do another one here. I'm thinking we need at least one more Judge Master. Yeah, go do it. Go do it. Go figure out who the hell forgot your sauce. That's the whole point of getting wings. That's the whole point of getting chicken. All right, another decent hand. Not the greatest. We don't have any mounts. Let's go ahead and mulligan. Yeah, we're going to mulligan that hand. We will keep 6. We will send Elspeth away. Another card that we could think of adding instead of the Masamune, we could maybe do Leyline Axe. Man, no matter what, I am going to be down a land. It's fine. I'm going to go Zelkoven Encampment here. Taps for a white. Inspiring Vantage and Voice of Victory. We did get this mountain on our draw here. It just sucks because I really need this swamp, but I need to play something on turn 3, so. All right, no, that's fine. No worries. Go get this shit fixed. Someone needs to figure out what the hell's going on. What the hell did he just play? Sheltered by Ghosts. All right, so yeah, we are just running into all the aggro decks. But not getting any of it ourselves, which really sucks. Let's play Midgard. We're gonna get hit. Yeah, Mardu Devotee is not a bad card for the deck. I'm just feeling like we're getting outpaced damage-wise. So maybe dropping 2 of him and throwing in 2 Cecils would be a little more beneficial. But then he's playing this guy, Hinterland Sanctifier. We would get a bunch of life from Mobilize that way. Yeah, we lose no matter what here. All right, let's take this deck back to the drawing board. Let's take this deck back to the drawing board because I'm feeling that there are some problems. One is going to be our mana base. We're not running into enough black. The other thing we're not running into enough is Judge Magister Gabronth. So we need to figure out how to adjust this. He had the chain. Let's look. Chainsaw. That sounded like a cool equipment. One that I had not seen before. So it deals 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. When one or more creatures dies, put a rev counter. Equipped creature gets +X+0. Okay. Similar to this. This just has flash. So we could get rid of Coral Sword and do Chainsaw instead. That gives us some removal. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go ahead and add 2 of these and drop 2 Coral Swords. We're going to craft those. Mardu Devotee, I'm not opposed to. I have Get Lost, so we have removal there. And then I'm getting land every turn, pretty close to every turn. I'm just not getting swamps regularly enough. So maybe I drop a plains and add a swamp. Let me just double check. Yes, we dropped a plains, added a swamp. Now we need to figure out. I'm going to drop a Voice of Victory. I'm going to add a Judge Magister Gabranth. We're going to see if that works a little better. All right, hold on. I got to let my dogs upstairs. They're crying. Give me just a sec. All right, I'm back. I want to try something as well. As much as I want to do Genji Gloves, I think Genji Gloves is a great card for a different deck. I thought of it when I was heading up the stairs. Let's drop Genji Gloves. And instead, let's look for Leyline Axe. There he is. Ooh, this deck has been expensive on my rare slot, but it's all right. That does help our curve a little bit too. What's nice about the Leyline series cards is that if they are in your opening hand, they go directly to the battlefield. You're essentially getting a free spell. All right, let's try this. We're going to get it this time. All right. We can play the mountain and then we can play these 3. So that's not an issue. And then everything in our hand works. We're going to keep that hand. Play the mountain first. Oh, okay. That's kind of a dirty ass card. I don't like that card at all. But we're just gonna throw equipment out on the field. We got crystal fragments, bandit's talent. Each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. We can discard chainsaw. Yeah, I already don't like where this is going at all. Oh, it's a mono black control deck. I haven't played against one of those in a long ass time. Yeah. We'll put another Therian out. I was kind of hoping I would pull land. Yeah, back. Did you get your sauce? Oh, great. Liliana. Yeah, these decks, so this is a what they call a control deck. This deck just operates on I want to play by making you not play. These dudes are effing idiots. Like the whole point of the game is to play. If your deck style is a bag full of sauce, let's go. Yeah, if your play style is F you, only I get to play, you don't need to be playing Magic. Go play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Players play the game. I'm going to go with the Jeskai option on this. This is not what I would normally run, but this just gives me a token at the beginning of my turn. Oh, great. Shale Dread. Just what I want to see. Goodbye, Chainsaw. All right. Yep, I lose 2 life. We're gonna go to Raw Step. Yeah, this is no bueno. We're just gonna tap out and we're gonna try and kill his Liliana. I get life, so that counts for something. All right, we got rid of the Liliana. He probably has another one based off of how this has been going. Unstoppable Slasher. Whenever this creature does combat damage to a player, they lose half their life. Awesome. We're going to draw. We draw the Masamune. As long as equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked. Equipped creature has, if a creature dying causes triggered ability of a creature or emblem you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Well, that doesn't help us. Not really. Gives us first strike, but past that, not much. We're going to go no attacks and end the turn. He's got 7 land at this point. I got nothing, bruh. You're just casting cards for the sake of casting cards. Dude, this is a token. I don't care. Another crystal fragments. Let's do this. We're going to play crystal fragments. And then we're just going to equip it to our life linker. If this gave +2/+0, this would be perfect because then we could kill Shale Dread, but it doesn't, so it's fine. He got rid of all my good removal. Like, I've dropped all these equipments that could have been dropped easily. All right, I think that's it. What is this? At the beginning of your draw step, something, something, something. I lose 2 life. All right. Yeah, that deck sucked. It's only, the game is fun when you can play the game. When you just make people, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for making people discard cards, but not when your whole deck revolves around it. There's only one deck I have ever built that has heavy discard and sacrifice, and it's because a creature wants you to do that. He was just doing that so that I couldn't do anything. He had nothing to gain from making me discard other than me not being able to play. We can dump one of those Avengers of the Fallen. And we're going to start, because we don't have a 1-drop, we're going to go Temple of Malice. Ooh, Bone Cairn Butcher. I'm going to say skip. Inspiring Vantage. Voice of Victory. All right, so now we have Mobilize. Mobilize is on the field. Judge Magister Gabranth makes his debut at just the right time, too, I think. We are going to play a Dalkavan Encampment and then Judge Gabranth. And we are going to attack with Voice of Victory. And we get our 2+1/+1 counters. That's how the deck should work. When you don't have to discard your whole damn hand. That's how the deck should work. It's a good little card, though. 1/3 with reach. Mobilize 2. I thought about putting this guy in here, but the problem is he makes it so tokens don't sacrifice, and I want my tokens to sacrifice. So, a bit of a disconnect there. We are going to play Windcrag Siege. And we are going to double up. And we're going to attack with Voice of Victory. Why am I attacking with Voice of Victory when... Oh, no, he can't be killed. It's a 2/4. Never mind. I was going to say, I'm attacking to get the tokens, and I get 4 tokens. So... he is going to kill my Voice of Victory, unfortunately. I'm fine with that, because I get 4 +1/+1 counters on Judge Magister Gabranth. We have a 9/9, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go Mobilize 2, I believe. Yeah, okay. Why couldn't I be blocked? Why couldn't I block those? Oh, creatures you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked. Okay. I see. That makes sense. I'm okay with that. How do we want to play this, though, now? Your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. Yeah, that's helpful. What I needed was something different, though. All right, we'll do that, and we'll do that. And since I can't block, I mean, I got to go in for 9. Okay. So what if we pull that same trick? I liked that sharpshooter. He was awesome in regards to the mobilize factor. Roban is strong, but he's not really doing much for us. So if we got rid of Rauban, and let's look up sharpshooter. There we go. There we go. Shocking sharpshooter. Yeah. Okay. We're going to throw in 2 of those. That puts us. And it gives us reach, which helps with flying. That was a solid build. That was a very, very good build. Not going to lie. I would agree with you on that. Like, you're done eating? Oh, I envy you. I had ramen noodles for lunch. Because I was trying to get down here on time to stream at 1:30, but things weren't working. Oh, that is a hand of nothing but land. It's a very control-y hand. I'm going to take it for the memes. For the memes, boys. Man, more land. All right. Next, we're going to play a plains. Yes, lots and lots of land. He's going to get rid of Get Lost. Oh, no, he's getting rid of my creature. The bastard. Okay, I'm going to get rid of his creature. I don't like using that spell, but I got 3 of it, so. Any number of target players each discard a card. What do I want to discard? I have a mountain already. I will discard a mountain. It's one of the joys of having a lot of land in your hand. And then I will play Shocking Sharpshooter. It's going to be one of these types of decks again. Yeah, let's go Avenger of the Fallen. You're going to go? That's fine. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Oh, all right. Apparently, he didn't like the fact that he was probably going to cause me to discard all my creatures, and Avenger of the Fallen was going to make a bunch of tokens. First win with that deck. Let's go for another. Once it starts running consistent, we'll take it into ranked, and we'll see how high we can climb up with it with ranked. Hey, sometimes you get the itis. At my house, we call that the itis. And that just means you're eating good food. Man, both of these come in tapped. I do not like that. Let's mulligan this hand. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to play anything until turn 3, really? Oh, that's a better hand. We like that hand. We'll dump Elspeth. Yeah, buddy. Of course we're going to play Leyline Axe. All right. And then we're going to go a mountain and a plains, Voice of Victory. And then turn 3, we'll go Furion. Okay. He's pulling one of our tricks. Let's go mountain. Furion. All right. Conceded. Probably didn't draw land. The Food of Doom. All right. We're running pretty consistently now. I'm feeling it a little bit. We might need to drop like 2 more lands into it. I think if we dropped another swamp and another land that doesn't come in tapped, that might be good. That hand's not too bad. We'll keep that hand. All right. We are going to start things off with an Inspiring Vantage. I'm seeing the play here. We're going to do Inspiring Vantage, Swamp, and then drop Shocking Sharpshooter. Traveling Chocobo. So this is probably a landfall deck. We can drop Get Lost on it. But I think what I would rather do is play Furion. And then next turn, we'll do Chainsaw. And Chainsaw is going to deal 3 damage to that Chocobo. Unless he can buff it up, then by all means, I guess go for it. But oh, nice, nice. Fabled Passage, so he's going to get another land. And he gets to, is it double? Yeah, double. And then he gets a double from that. So anyways, that's fine and dandy. We're going to play a Plains. I can get rid of both of them. We're going to do Get Lost on his Mossborn Hydra. And then we're going to do Chainsaw on the Traveling Chocobo. He's going to make a token. Submit 0. And then we don't have any more land. We just did that to kill everything that he had. All right. We're moving a little smoother now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. The Masamune does not work with Furion's ability. It is a legendary artifact. It has to sack itself. Ooh, Earth Crystal. I do like that card. We are going to go Plains. And Voice of Victory. We could do Masamune, but instead, I'm going to... Oh, no, we can because Firion gives our creature haste. And we're going to swing. And we're going to get... Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, this deck is kicking ass now. Just a few tweaks. That's all it needed. Saz's Chocobo. It's going to get it some +1/+1 counters from Fabled Passage. I forgot they reprinted Fabled Passage in Bloomburrow. That is good to know. Still only has one creature, though, so I'm going to end up whooping on him with just my tokens next turn. He has to get rid of Voice of Victory somehow. Oh, yeah, that would do it. That'd do it. It's all right. We can play Bone Cairn Butcher and equip Chainsaw to him, and we get the same effect. Oh, double up Chocobo Kick. I don't like that so much. He revealed Zeldinked. It's all right. We got another Firion. We sure as shit did. We could play Bone Cairn Butcher, but it wouldn't do us much good at this point. Does this give first strike? No, not. Gives us enough to kill his Chocobo, though. It's 3 to equip. No attacks. We just have to hope and pray. Oh, no. All he has is land and Zell. I'll take 8 to the face. I don't care. He can use this ability, I suppose, and give his creature 4 +1/+1 counters, but... Oh, if we play Bone Cairn Butcher, we're not going to have enough to equip Chainsaw to it. Oh, Miss Blitz has arrived, has made her appearance here. Oh, man, this is a bit of a pickle here. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay. Let's see here. We are not looking so hot. He's just getting all the land. Getting all the land. None of them have trample, though. So I just have to block one of them. Hey, Avenger of the Fallen. We don't really care about Avenger of the Fallen so much as we do about... Well, he conceded. There we go. He almost had us. He almost had us. All right. I think we're right at the point where we're running smooth. We might throw in one swamp. One swamp could possibly turn the whole tide. I guess one land could turn the whole tide. We might even be able to drop Masamune and put a land in instead, and we'd be cooking. Man, that's a hand full of equipment. No, we're gonna mulligan. There we go. That's a little better hand. We can drop Masamune. I think that's gonna be cut. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut Masamune. That comes in tapped, but I don't have a turn 2 play. So that works out fine. We're going to scry 2. I'm going to send Leyline Axe to the bottom. I'm going to keep that swamp, though. What we're really looking for is a mountain. Again, I don't have a turn 2. So we're going to play Midgar. Oh, there we go. Both of those cards are good. I'm going to keep them in that exact order because I can play them both. And we're going to attack. And at this point, I think I want to play War Leader's Call. This just gives all my creatures +1/+1, and whenever a creature enters, it deals 1 damage. 6/5. There's a big boy. Okay, I've got blockers for days. Let's see. Who do I want to put in here, though? That's going to be probably Voice of Victory. We're not going to attack. We're going to save these guys as blockers. Oh, this thing just makes a whole shitload of land. Oh, hello. All right. Do they get haste? They don't have summoning sickness, so the answer is yes. All right, that was a quick loss. Boom. And yeah. Kind of have to, don't I? I mean, they don't have trample. These guys go back to his hand, I believe. And then we're going to do Voice of Victory. Judge Master Gabranth gets those counters. I have a feeling he is going to be playing that same spell all over again, though, and I don't think we can survive a second time. Oh, Llanowar Elves. I lied. We can probably survive. Lol. All right, he's going to gain some life. And I don't care to block that. Llanowar goes back to his hand. Pretty sure he has to dump. Yeah. We can play that. Do I not have a mountain? I don't. Unfortunate. And I dumped my Mardu devotees. Probably could have saved one. I could have played Windcrag Siege. Instead, we're just gonna do this. I can probably save Voice of Victory. He's gonna want to block it. And I'm already getting 2 tokens. Yeah, I think that's the play. And he can block. Oh, no, he can't block because Judge Master Gabranth has Menace. All right. We're looking good, boys. Not great. Man, this spell again. Oh, yeah, Tali. Hell yeah. He's going to play his own Judge Magister. Wild turn. I think we lose. Because he's going to swing at us with a 6, a 4, and a 7. So. Oh, and let's just throw Galta on top of that. Hell yeah. What a cool deck. I'm pretty sure this is like mostly creatures. Really, really cool. Yeah, that random encounters card, that thing is awesome. If you have a mostly creature deck, yeah, you're cooking, man. I'll take the L on that one. That was a good L. Put a garbage turn and a garbage card. Dude, random encounters, that's a scary card, man. Throw that in your red-green decks. I hate Atali. That wasn't the scary Atali. That was the nerfed Atali. But even still, that was a bad Atali. Let's see. What do we got? 3 lands, no mountains. Don't like the no mountains. Get Lost, Chainsaw, Wild Rose, and Masamune. The more I see Masamune, the more I realize that that is a dump card for sure. We're going to keep this hand. We're going to say goodbye to Elspeth. We're going to throw a mountain. Swamp. Pass the turn. Good old opt. Scry 1, draw a card. I have the Japanese traditional art of opt. It's beautiful. One of my favorite artworks. All right. He does have 1 blue. I'm going to go ahead and cast Firion. I'm assuming that blue is going to be used exactly what I thought, to bounce it right back to my hand. Ah, traditional blue. You gotta love the cocksuckers that play traditional blue. Hey, this is a blue card that I actually do like. Job select. I think at this point, we play our chainsaw. Oh, does it get hexproof? Rotten bastard. Ah, yes, Corey Steel Cutter. This card is a hated card in Standard at the moment. He's going to keep that 1 mana open. Normally, 1 mana open in any color, you're just like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. I can deal with. In blue, you just know that something is going to screw you. Because that's just how it works. 1 blue, though, I can probably get Furion out. My guess is he's got another bounce spell. Path of the Dead. Oh, Cavern of Souls. That's what it is. Man, how did I not see that coming in blue? So that discussion we had earlier about how like that black discard control was not fun to play. Mono blue only I can play cards is in that same category. It's not fun to play because they're the only ones who get to play. And maybe that's how they have fun is like, you know, they have a little wiener. They don't know how to handle the rest of life. So being the guys that they're the only ones who can play Magic the Gathering when they play, that's how they do it. And that's okay. Just sucks for everybody else, but that's okay. We're going to play Voice of Victory. If they counter that, that's fine. I mean, they've countered everything else at this point, so why not? And then we are going to go Get Lost on his Astrologian. I'm not entirely sure what his strategy is going to be here. Another Cavern of Souls. All right. Yeah, yeah. He just has to get one of them to 3. That's his goal here. I'm going to draw this out as long as possible. Just up. Nope, there it is. All right. Yep. Hooray for blue. Blue sucks. Blue, I don't mind playing blue if it's not in a super control. Like if it's card advantage or like hand manipulation, blue is fine, but blue control like that is just garbage to play against sometimes because then I don't get to play. I just get to sit there and watch them take turns while they don't let me take a turn at all. You know what I mean? That's the garbage of playing blue. That hand's not too bad. We get Leyline Axe right away. Yeah, we're going to keep this hand. I don't mind this hand at all. Oh, yeah. Leyline Axe going right to the battlefield. Temple of Silence. Scry. Nice. Another Mardu Devotee. We'll take that. We are also going to scry. I'm going to keep that Swamp and that Bone Care Butcher in that exact order. What are you gonna get rid of? Probably Judge Magister Gabranth. That would be my guess. Oh, no, going War Leader's Call. All right. We're going to play Mountain next turn. And then we're going to equip Leyline Axe to Judge Magister Gabranth. Cecil! Cecil does have Death Touch, and that is a little scary. Sheltered by Ghost, he's going to get rid of my Judge. That's +1/+1. Double strike trample. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see about playing our... No, we don't want to do that. We'll go just Mardu Devotee. See if we can't scry into Get Lost. Voice of Victory is not bad either. The land lets us get out our Butcher. I don't think he's going to really do much with his Cecil except keep it there. Hinterland Sanctifier. Yep, and here comes a goodbye to Bone Cairn Butcher. Yeah, no blocks from me. He's going to take 3 points of damage himself. And then we're going to equip Mardu Devotee with our Leyline. And then no attacks. Yeah, you can't attack with Cecil now because I'll double strike your ass. All right. Let's go Midgard. Now, all of a sudden, we're a little scary. I am going to hold off on attacks. We're doing one of my least favorite things right now, and that's top decking. Top decking is never fun. Yeah, and at this point, yeah, we lose. GG's. That's that same thing. He was just burning my hand, so I couldn't use anything, and he could use a lot of things. I mean, you guys have to understand, in that color, we can do the exact same thing. We can be that guy. You know what I mean? And that sometimes that's what you have to do to win. It is. But at the same time, I want to see my strategies win. So there's a balance you have to strike a little bit. I do like that ghost card, the guarded by ghosts, where you can exile something from their hand and hold on to it till it gets destroyed, because at least then you're offering them a way out. We can get Leyline on the field immediately. We don't have anything until turn 3, though. We're going to mulligan. I like that hand a little better. I think we'll try this hand. Dump Elspeth. Nice. We'll go Swamp to start. And then we can go our Dalkovan Encampment. Voice of Victory. Hey, we know that card. Gonna crack one of those map tokens. Scry. That does give us pretty good setup moving forward here. I think we're going to keep that. We're going to go Crystal Fragments. And we're going to equip Crystal Fragments to Mardu Devotee. Call it a turn. Oh, God, that's the fuel of nightmares right there. Whenever Arabella attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life. Where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. All right. We're going to block you. Mountain. Bone Cairn Butcher. No attacks. Did he top deck? He's looking at it. That's never a good sign. Oh, he's going to make some tokens. Deal 3 damage. All right, we don't have enough to play both of these enchantments. This one gives us +1/+1. Tokens entering deals 1 damage. This one doubles the amount of tokens we get. I'm going to go with doubling tokens. And then we're going to go to combat. Bone Cairn Butcher. He's going to make 4 1/1 tokens with Death Touch. And then we're going to end the turn. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Next turn, we can drop our War Leader's Call if we make it to next turn. I don't think we will. Just because he's going to attack with Arabella, I think. Good game. All right, so we're going to take the ding. Going to buff everybody up. And then we have to force blockers here, and there's just nothing we can do. All right. That's how it rolls sometimes. And as we play, I'm just thinking of ways that I can craft a little better. I think we've done okay on our land. I might remove Midgar. Midgard's not really doing a lot for us. It plays in different decks where you're making like artifact tokens, but it's not really helping us here. I think something that lets us split black-red would be better. Yeah, that is okay. Not the greatest, but it's okay. Let's dump. Man, what do we dump? 4 Leaders Call. And I think, guys, this is going to be my last one for today. Once we win or lose this one, move on to, or not move on to the next round. We'll end what we're doing for tonight, and then when I stream again, we'll try a different deck. Essence Channeler. All right. This is the one that gets the counters with life, so we're going to get rid of that. A Johnny's Pride Mate. Classic. All right, so we can do a few things here, but the biggest thing that we need to do is get a creature on the board. So let's do that. Oh, man. I don't have black. We're going to dump both of them. Yeah, I saw that coming. We'll take 5. All right, there's Judge. Hoping for land. Really was. We're going to play Judge Master Gabranth. No attacks. Okay, that is a little different setup there. Still not exactly what I'm wanting. I can play Windcrag Siege and get a 1/1 red goblin creature token. Beginning of my turn. I can also do Shocking Sharpshooter as a blocker. He has to block me, both of his creatures. Perfect. Take the 3. Exemplar of Light. Right, that's a pretty good card. It's another Foundations card. I figured. I'm running out of life to do this with. Okay, we get Firion. Firion. All right, we are going to I don't know what we're going to do. We're in a tough spot where we can't do much. We're going to go War Leader's Call. No attacks. Yeah, our mana base is still messed up. So I think Masamune is going to go. And then the crystal card is going to go as well, I think. I can think of a 1-drop that's actually pretty good. Before I end stream, let me show you what I'm thinking. It's going to require me to do more wild cards. That's fine. But let's go to our deck. What I'm thinking, we get rid of crystal fragments, and instead, we're going to add... man, I'm hoping it's in standard. It is Basilisk's Collar. Ha ha ha. Equipped creature has Death Touch and Lifelink. Yeah, buddy. And then we're going to dump crystal fragments. We're going to dump Masamune. It's great, but because we're not running, like, I would have to dump Windcrag Siege and put 2 more of this in here to equip to Judge Magister Gabron, so he gets double counters. But I just don't see it working out so well for us that way. I would rather take that and throw... I'm going to dump Midgard as well. And we're going to look for lands. Specifically, I want to look for black-red. Maybe let's look at not collected. And probably rare. We could do that. We want to keep stuff in our graveyard. Blue, white, black. So we could go like Concealed Courtyard for white, black. And go 1, 2 of those. And then find black, red. We could do something like that. We could do something like this. Deals 1 damage to you. I already have that, so maybe we'll do that. Man, I'm down to 25 rare wild cards. But look at how much this deck has evolved since we started. We had like weird curve, we had odd numbers. Like this is looking really, really good now. We've got 23 lands. Like I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a lot better. Here, let's do a test run of it. I'll give you guys one more. See if we can't get the win on this one. I'm kind of hoping this Basilisk Collar is what brings us a good win. No, I don't like that hand. I don't like that hand either. Am I really going to go to keeping 5? I have no choice. Let's go Leyline Axe, Avenger of the Fallen, play a mountain. Scry 2. We're going to look for land. I'll keep Voice of Victory because I can play it. But what we really, really want is land. Yeah, we'll keep that. All right, all right. All right, so he's getting rid of Voice of Victory. Tyrion. I don't know this card. Interesting. All we need is for him to play a creature. Oh, not like that, though. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm going to create double chainsaw. Yeah. And then we'll throw that on Tyrion. And I'll attack. Yeah, and there we go. And we're doing this all with 3 mana. Jesus. 23 mana is a decent mana base for an aggro deck, so I'm not entirely sure where I'm losing out on this, but he's got 2 10/10s. I don't like that. All right. Okay. I'll keep my blockers. Okay, now he's going to get rid of Judge-Master Gabranth. Ay. That Sheltered by Ghosts is pretty tough. And it has lifelink. Oh, God. We get Furion. Doesn't help us. All right, GG's. You win. Your scary ass artifact deck is good. Feel good about yourself. We'll do one more. We got land screwed on that. The fact that we had to go down to 5 cards, never a good sign. Like I said, though, 23 land is not bad for an aggro deck, but we're just running into the struggle bus a little bit. Gonna mulligan. I'll keep that hand. No, I can't because I need to play. I have no red. We'll keep it. Like this card with Furion is awesome because it equips for free, and then you just get something with lifelink right off the crack there. I mean, at that point, do I really need Mardu Devotee? No, probably not. All right. Shocking Sharpshooter. What removal do you have? I'm guessing you got something. Sarah Paragon, that's an awesome card. I can block it. Let's go with what do I have? 2s and 3s. Go here. And we will make we're gonna go Mardu, no attacks. More flyers. They both want to attack that. Go right ahead. Well, that helps. Not immensely, but it does help. It's the first time we've seen Elspeth in the deck. Meh. I don't see us winning this one either. I got to tweak this deck. I want to play this deck. It's fun, but it needs tweaks. If all they want to do is kill Elspeth, I'll let them kill Elspeth. I'm gonna make a token of this. Well, I'm gonna call it no attacks, GG's, concede. That's it for me today, boys. I've lost enough games trying to tweak a deck. There's definitely some things that need to change. For one, I need some way to maintain my life gain. And that might mean that I have to go, instead of Mardu Devotee, I go 2 Mardu Devotees and 2 Cecil Dark Knights. Maybe that's what I do. It might mean that I go, I remove Firion Wild Rose Warrior in favor of more 1 and 2 drop creatures that I can get out faster. If I do that, there's no point really in having Leyline Axe. I could do different equipment for that. The Basilisk Collar I do think is pretty good. Death Touch and Lifelink is great, especially on Gabranth, because he has to be blocked by more than one creature and he gets huge. So putting some more focus on just getting something with Mobilize. Maybe Leyline Axe, we switch out. In fact, I might do that. I might dump Firion and Leyline Axe and instead go with that Guarded by Ghosts, that we can have a little bit of manipulation. No, there's things we can do. But I am going to go ahead and end stream for today. I appreciate you guys hanging out as always. I don't know when the next stream will be. I've had the last couple days off. So when I get a day off next or have an evening where I feel like I'm not super tired, maybe we'll do some more streaming and I'll retweak the deck and we'll see if we can run it a little better. But until then, guys, as always, I have been your host, Judge-Blitz. Until our next trial, may you game with honor and game for glory. Good night, guys.